Most AI tools just give you answers. This one gave me instructions, and for the next 24 hours, I followed every single one. Honestly, I thought it was going to say something crazy, but the scary part was how human the answer felt. Today, I'm letting AI control my entire day. The first thing Adaptive told me to do was write down the 3 things stressing me out the most. Not work harder, not build $1 million business, just stop and think. And that already felt weird, because most of the time, my day looks like this. 50 tabs open, half-finished ideas, uploading videos, checking analytics every 10 minutes, thinking about money, thinking about growth, thinking about whether I'm wasting time, constant noise. So I grabbed my notebook and wrote down the 3 things sitting in my head. First, my sleep schedule is completely broken. Second, I start too many things and finish too few. Third, I spend more time thinking about working than actually working sometimes. And seeing all 3 written down physically felt uncomfortable, because suddenly, it wasn't just thoughts anymore. It looked real. And honestly, that alone already made this feel different from every other AI tool I've used. Most AI tools try to impress you. Adaptive felt more like it was trying to understand me. Then came the next instruction. Pick the smallest useful thing and finish it completely. That sounds simple, but it exposed something instantly. I realized I almost never fully finish things without switching tasks halfway through. I edit, then check notifications, then open analytics, then think about thumbnails, then watch competitors, then open another app. My brain is basically running 15 tabs at once. So I picked one task, a simple one, completely organizing my content folder for upcoming videos. Normally, I would ignore that task for weeks, but this time, I forced myself to finish it fully before touching anything else. No switching. No distractions, no multitasking. And after about 40 minutes, something strange happened. My mind felt quieter, not motivated, not hyped, just clear, like my brain finally stopped overheating. And I started realizing something. Maybe productivity isn't about doing more. Maybe it's about removing friction. After that, Adaptive told me to eat properly, hydrate, and go outside for 20 to 30 minutes. At first, I almost skipped this part because it sounded too basic. But then I realized something embarrassing. I spend most days sitting in front of a screen for so long that I genuinely forget basic human things. Water, sunlight, movement. So I grabbed my headphones and went for a walk. And this is the part I didn't expect. The walk actually changed my mood completely. Not in some life-changing motivational way, but mentally, everything slowed down. For the first time in days, I wasn't staring at analytics. I wasn't thinking about views. I wasn't thinking about algorithms. I was just walking. And weirdly enough, that made me more focused than forcing myself to work for 10 straight hours. That's when this experiment started getting uncomfortable, because I realized AI wasn't telling me to become a machine. It was telling me to stop acting like one. Later in the day, Adaptive gave me another task. Spend 90 minutes learning or building something that could make your life easier long-term. And instantly, I knew what I wanted to do. I started improving my actual content system instead of just chasing uploads. Better hooks, better thumbnails, better structure, better videos. And this part honestly hit hard, because I've spent so much time thinking success comes from grinding harder, when sometimes the real upgrade is simply becoming more intentional. So instead of rushing another upload, I slowed down and actually studied what makes people click, what keeps people watching, what makes videos feel interesting emotionally. And ironically, that 90-minute session probably improved my channel more than uploading another rushed video would have. That's the moment I started respecting Adaptive more, because it wasn't just throwing random productivity tips at me. It was identifying patterns that were wasting my time. Then came the most annoying instruction of all. Clean up one digital mess, and I already knew exactly what mine was. My desktop, absolute chaos, random screenshots, video clips, folders inside folders, unfinished files, exports named, and cleaning it felt painfully boring. But after about 20 minutes, I noticed something weird again. My laptop actually started feeling calmer to use. Everything became easier to find, cleaner, lighter. And that's when I noticed the pattern behind this entire experiment. Every task Adaptive gave me wasn't flashy. None of it was, make $10,000 overnight, automate your empire, become a billionaire instantly. It was simpler than that. It was removing chaos. And honestly, that might be more valuable. By the end of the day, there was one final instruction left. Decide tomorrow's single priority and sleep on time. That line stayed in my head for a while, because most people, including me, try to do everything at once. Multiple goals, multiple plans, multiple distractions. But the idea of choosing one thing felt powerful. So I wrote it down. Tomorrow's priority: make one genuinely high-quality video, not 3 rushed ones, not chasing quantity, just one good video. And after finishing this entire experiment, I think that's the biggest thing I learned. AI didn't magically transform my life in 24 hours, but it exposed how disorganized my thinking had become. And honestly, that's probably more useful than fake productivity hacks. Because maybe the real power of AI isn't replacing humans. Maybe it's showing humans what they're too distracted to notice about themselves. And that's the scary part. Not because AI feels intelligent, but because sometimes it feels honest.